Good morning, guys. I'm at Kobzeff Beach. So I have an appointment this morning at my orthodontist at 9 o'clock and it's about 7 o'clock right now, so we have about an hour and a half just to hang out and wait for that to happen. So I've gotten a bunch of questions on Instagram from you guys about, moving, like if it's still in our plans, to move to Arizona, or if we're gonna stay in Maui. And I'll tell you, I do check the housing market here still every single week, like both Michael and I. Okay, so the housing market on Maui is crazy. It is especially crazy right now. And it's only been getting worse over the past few years. So we've been tracking it and keeping an eye on it. I guess it depends on how much you make, but like if we were making like a ton of money or something, then it would be like a blink of an eye, to purchase a $500,000 house. But it's what you get for your money out here that kind of concerns us. And certainly there's those deals that you can come across, a rare deal every now and again, I suppose. But for the most part, it's really a hard market. So while we're still here, we are keeping an eye on the housing market, just seeing what it does. But so far, our plan is still to move to Arizona. We want to buy a place, an inexpensive place that we would be able to pay off, in I don't know, in 5 years, 10 years, maybe max. But we just don't want to get into like a really, like a $500,000 property for our very first, home buying experience, because we want to go travel. So we're thinking that when we move to Arizona, buy a small place, and who knows exactly how that's gonna go. We're sort of just playing it by ear. So yeah, that's one of our main goals, is to go travel and go experience, more parts of the world. And we're just sort of thinking, well, yeah, we could stay here, but there's so much more that we want to do, there's so much more that's in our minds that we're planning for and we want our future to be. And we're both afraid that if we stay here, we'll be doing the same exact thing 5 years from now. And we know we definitely don't want that. Because yeah, right now we're sort of just like, feels sometimes like you're just in limbo, like you're not fully accomplishing what you have set out to do, And so that's kind of where we feel we're at right now. And we want to push forward and get into that next stage of our life. So anyway, and that would involve not getting locked into a really expensive mortgage. Looks like these people up here are getting ready to go out in the canoes. Alright, here's our towel. Let's get our towel. I consider you guys part of me when I'm filming, I guess. Should I move it in the sun? Yeah, let's pull it out a bit. Get a little sunshine this morning. Alright guys, I'm on Instagram right now and I've got some of your questions that fit into this topic, so I figured I'd just go ahead and answer them in this video. So let me get you up here a little higher. Alright, so the first question is, how are you organizing your belongings for shipment to the mainland? Are you selling your truck or shipping it to? We're going to ship our truck, probably through Matson, that's who we used last time. And then, let's see, for shipping belongings, probably DHX. That's also who we used last time. So yeah, we'll probably just have like one crate of belongings, and then Michael has his toolbox, and I think that's pretty much everything. So we're really going to try to just focus on, selling off as much as we can and going with very simple, belongings there. Palmy Pool Girl says, I think you may change your style when you move to a 3-bedder and have real space, like, a larger house. I'm really looking forward to having a bigger kitchen because Michael and I fight over the kitchen space. Like, it is too darn small. We call it a half-person kitchen because it's just so hard. Like, we can't cook together. We like to cook together, but we can't cook together in that kitchen because we're like bumping into each other. So we're like, no, one person at a time. And even that's kind of like pushing it. So we're really looking forward to a kitchen though. So yeah, I don't know, we'll just have to see, what sort of house we find and kind of take it from there. But yeah, I'm really excited to like have our own place. That would be awesome. Okay, another question is, I would like to know about your jewelry business and how or if you think it will change with Arizona or mainland inspiration. Well, my business was actually started on the mainland. I started it in California when we were there back in like 2004, 2005. So I didn't actually start it out here in Hawaii. And it has changed a lot over the years. We were really into stones and crystals, you know, gemstones, fossils, all of that stuff there. And when I came out here, it had a big change. Like then I got more into, you know, shells and pearls and things like that, because, you know, you kind of mold into what people want, right? And so out here it was all about like ocean-based sort of styles and everything. So when I came out here, I kind of changed a lot from the stones and crystals that we like originally fell in love with, which was kind of sad because then we really started missing that. But it wasn't what was selling out here very well at the time. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and lay out here for like another 15 minutes, and then we gotta head to Kihei, into Kihei, because we're like south of Kihei right now, and I'll check in with you guys in just a little while. Hey guys, I'm home now from my appointment, and I just made a smoothie bowl. So it's just an acai bowl with some coconut, a little bit of granola, and blackberries. Alright, this is gonna be so good. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down, watch a video. Right now I'm watching Banana Blondie 108, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, hey guys, I just finished work, so I figured I'd pop on the camera before I have to go down and get Michael. I got a little bit of time here, so I figured I would do some more Instagram comments and questions with you guys. So let's go to the comments on the most recent picture I just posted this morning. Okay, here's a really good one. This one's asking how we feel about moving, like, you know, if it's gonna feel bittersweet. It's just gonna feel sweet. I think if it wasn't a choice, like if you know, if you have to make a life change, or if you're moving somewhere and you feel like you're forced into it, I think then it would be like, you know, bitter or bittersweet. But when you actually make the choice and it's something that you're going after and it's like part of the bigger picture of goals and priorities that you have in your life, then it's just sweet. I think, I don't know, like that's how I feel anyway. Not having any bills hanging over our heads and just being like totally financially free. That's another part, like that's like a huge part in this bigger picture that we've been working on, you know, and also having an inexpensive home base and, you know, travel, and it just all fits into exactly what we're going after, which is basically freedom. Freedom to be a free spirit and like go travel and go check out other parts of the world and take you guys along with me. Okay, I've been getting this one a lot lately, and that is, I thought you were moving to Arizona. Yep, I usually try to mention, you know, when, and I've always said towards the end of the year, you know, like maybe around fall, early winter, something like that. But we're totally flexible and fluid and just like, you know, kind of going with the flow. We're just working, saving money, making sure we're going to be debt free, you know, completely 100%. Make sure my dentistry is all done. My Invisalign's already paid for, but my dentist work, you know, I have to have like crown replacement. So I still have to go through all that before we can actually, you know, move. But yeah, it's all about like not having anything set in stone, just being super fluid, flexible, and free, you know, free spirit, baby. Okay, I think it's gonna be time to go get Michael, so I'm gonna take you guys with me. Let's go.